Hi, it's Dave Armon with 3BL Media, and I'm with Daniella Foster at Sustainable Brands today. Hi, Daniella.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. Daniella's with Hilton, and we're talking about the hotel industry and about the sustainable development goals, and you've done some very ambitious goal setting. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we recently launched some pretty major global 2030 commitments. So we have committed to cut our environmental footprint in half by 2030 and double our social impact investment by 2030. So pretty ambitious commitments for our industry. As part of that, we're also the first hospitality company to have science-based targets for carbon emissions. So we're really excited about that. Those have been approved by the Science Based Target Initiative. And then there's a lot that we're doing around energy, water, waste, plastic straws, committing to sending zero soap to landfill by 2030. So we have a lot going on and quite a bit that we're excited about.
It's tricky in your industry because you don't own necessarily the properties that have that probably have the Hilton flag on them, or Embassy Suites, or some of your other brands. How do you influence those that don't directly work for you but license your brand?
Yeah, so we are primarily a franchise model, and I think one of the interesting things about Hilton is that we have invested in sustainability for over a decade. So for example, we have a system in place called LightStay, which is a really cool, innovative performance management, sustainability, social and environmental system, and we track and monitor all of our energy, water, and waste for every single one of our properties. It is a brand standard, so every single property uses it. And we've learned a lot from that. We've been able to get some great reductions for energy, water, and waste to date. We've tracked it, but also we're continuing to get more efficient. And it's really set us up to be able to launch these bold goals.
Well, I'm impressed with the water reduction commitment and the plastics reduction. I love the reusable drinking straws that I was able to see yesterday.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about some of the social impact work that Hilton is doing.
Yeah, so we're doing, quite a bit. For a long time, we've focused on tackling global youth unemployment. So looking at the potential of the hospitality industry to fill the new jobs. So travel and tourism is the world's largest employer, 1 in every 10 jobs globally. So we've done a lot around preparing young people for careers in hospitality. One of the other interesting goals that we launched was around local sourcing. So we plan to double our spend on local sourcing. So that really means buying local, which is really powerful because travel and tourism is a growing industry, and we want to ensure that as it grows, it's a source of economic growth for all, that it's inclusive, that it's sustainable, and as part of that, you're going to see quite a bit more options. So food and beverage that's locally sourced. We already hire locally. I think what's interesting about Hilton is in many ways we're a global brand, but we operate at such a local level that we're a part of the community. A cool example that I have with me here.
The tote bag.
Yeah, it's a
What's
tote.
the story behind this?
This is a tote bag here. So this is a bag that is handmade by human trafficking survivors in India. So it supports a social enterprise. It's a survivor-made good, and we've been using it for a number of our meetings and events through a program we have called Meet with Purpose, which is a more sustainable meetings option. And there's just the cool story behind it, but also the opportunity, I think, to engage with guests. Right? How can we get guests to travel with purpose? And how can guests really, buy the change? And the local sourcing piece is going to help quite a bit with that.
Well, congratulations on all the progress and also the ambitious goal setting. It's great to chat with you, Daniella, and looking forward to getting an update.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Sure. Live from Sustainable Brands in Vancouver, Dave Armon for 3BL Media.